Jeremie, with the exemptions ending tomorrow, what does this mean for businesses and shoppers here in Canada?
Yeah, Roger, look, it's a tough position for businesses to be in. For shoppers here in Canada, perhaps not the biggest impact, but it will impact businesses because it means U.S. shoppers, their customers south of the border could be, having to pay a lot more for some of these products or may not have access to some of these products. As you've touched on, this de minimis exemption means, or has meant up until now, that packages under $800 being shipped south of the border are not subject to duties. That changes, and that means as of tomorrow, most packages, many shipments will be subject to a 35% tariff. In some cases, it will be even higher. Some businesses are saying that they're simply going to stop offering products to U.S. customers because it doesn't make sense anymore. Prices are more than doubling on some of their products to get them across the border. And so rather than pushing that cost to the consumer, if they say they can't bring that cost on themselves and eat that cost themselves, and so they're simply not going to offer shipments to the U.S. anymore. For other businesses, it does mean that the consumer is going to have to pay a significantly higher upfront cost. As I touched on, in some cases, double the amount. Products that are perhaps $20, if you're ordering a product from a Canadian company and you're in the U.S., that product could cost you now $40. Those are the kinds of situations we're hearing from businesses. So it will hurt Canadian businesses because in many cases, those American consumers simply are not going to buy the products anymore because it doesn't make financial sense. So this is a move by the U.S. administration that is really going to hurt Canadian and small and medium-sized Canadian businesses, Roger. The Canadian Federation of Independent Business says roughly 1/3 of Canadian small and medium businesses will be impacted by this change to the de minimis exemptions.
And now a difficult spot for them, but Canada Post says they're still going to send shipments to the U.S., unlike in a lot of other countries, but they're going to use third-party technology. Is that an added cost then for these businesses?
Yeah, it could be a fee that at some point will cost businesses more, right? It's not as simple as just charging the extra 35% tariff. Sometimes there are administration fees. There are all kinds of fees, tied to these things. As you've touched on, many countries have decided just to stop offering shipments to the U.S. Canada Post has gone in a different direction, which means, for some Canadian businesses, it could still make sense, and they'll still have the option at least to ship those products south of the border, but it could certainly cost them or their consumers a significant amount more money.
Okay, Jeremie, thank you for that.